Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Jen with Jennifer's Journal and I am back with another very long overdue plan with me in my Archer and Olive dot grid traveler's notebook. I started using a traveler's notebook for my weekly planning last year and it worked out so well for me and I just enjoyed the freeform planning of it all that I just decided to stick with it. So this is the first plan with me that I have filmed for this year. So yes, we are in the month of February. This is the week of February 9th through the 15th, which is the week of Valentine's Day. And I know. It took me a minute to get all settled. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that life hit me very, very hard in 2025. There were a lot of changes, a lot of things that happened. And if you would like to go into that, well, I don't know, maybe I'll do a Q&A, a life update, who knows? But regardless, this is the first plan with me that I am filming in 2026. So if the voiceover is rusty, I apologize. But if you do follow me on Instagram, you know that I decided to take this year and do a no spend year in 2026. In the changes that took place in my life, I moved. And I was packing up and unpacking all of my things. And upon doing that, it forced me to go through all of my things. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have so much stuff. So I literally took a couple of days, went through all of my stickers. Yes, all of them, all of my stickers, sticker books, everything. And I have enough stuff to do a full year in my planner and my bullet journal, and I don't need to buy anything. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. So I decided to do a no spend. So that was a long walk for a short glass of water to tell you guys what kit that I am using for this weekly spread. This is a leftover kit, a very old 2-page journaling kit from the Pretty Pink Co. called Spring Dreams. I think she came out with this a couple years ago. And I preface all of that by saying, I don't believe it's available anymore. And it's going to be a disclaimer in all of my videos to come because I'm using stickers and kits and stuff from decorative kits and leftovers that are from collections from a year ago, 2 years, maybe even 3 years ago, because like I said, I was living life in excess and it was a lot. So this is a challenge for me because I'm getting back into YouTube and also Instagram. And of course, I see all of the beautiful releases from sticker shops that I love to support. But I'm literally having to tell myself, no, ma'am, no, Jennifer, you don't need it. You are on a no spend. I do have every intention to promote, especially the shops that I love supporting, like everyone's favorites and everything, the ones that I'm just like, oh my gosh, those are so pretty. I just unfortunately will not be purchasing from those shops this year or any shops because I need to use what I have. I have to, otherwise it's going to become it was overwhelming. That was on top of everything, that was a big reason as to why I wasn't filming or doing any planning because I had such an overabundance of stuff that I just didn't use it. So yeah, with all that being said, the 2-page journaling kit I am using is from the Pretty Pink Co. and it is called Spring Dreams. I'm also using, I showed the kit reminder that was from Letters to Apollo, but I'm going to be honest with y'all, I didn't use it. So there's another kit that I still have yet to use. I feel like now that I have a decorative journal that I am utilizing very, very frequently, like on a weekly basis, I feel like that will get used as well. But that's just kind of what happened. I would buy all of these kits and it became just overwhelming. Like I had 12 kits for the month of February, and February is like literally the shortest month in the entire year. Also, by utilizing a traveler's notebook, I don't have I don't have a need for large kits anymore. Like I could honestly, like I have a bunch of these 2-page journaling kits that I purchased from that I was using in like my highlights notebook from a couple years ago. That's literally perfect for my weekly spreads. Downsizing my weekly planner was literally the best decision. I actually use my planner very religiously. I use my planner. It has, become, my planner has always been very important to me. When I first started planning, I did use my planner very functionally, and then I found and discovered the memory planning community, and so I started back planning. Sorry, I just knocked my microphone. I really apologize about that. Like I said, I'm rusty. But anyways, I found the decorative memory planning community and started back planning and getting really decorative with my spreads, and so I would purchase so much. But my planner wasn't really being used functionally. I was still like taking notes in my phone and setting reminders and whatnot. And I'm very much like, I'm going to remember something if I write it down. Like if I write it down, I'm going to remember it. And on top of all of the changes that have taken, I know y'all take a shot every time Jennifer says all the changes. And I swear we'll get into it one day. But anyways, I, on top of it, got a full-time job. On top of being a movie makeup artist, I needed a little bit extra something. So I went ahead and got a 9 to 5 or 10 to 6. And I had to find a way to keep up with my schedule, and writing it down in my planner on top of other things like movie gigs, and appointments and whatnot. I needed to simplify. And so that's why I started utilizing a traveler's notebook, and I love this layout, and I've completely whizzed over the setup of this. I have used this same layout now for over a year. And it's a layout that's inspired by, I guess it's kind of like a dashboard layout. Like if you guys have been with my channel, you guys remember I used to have a mini happy planner, and I used the dashboard layout of the mini happy planner, where you have the week, like it's 8 boxes on the left-hand side, and then on the right side, I may have it backwards, but anyways, on the other side, it's like a dashboard where you take like notes and you do a to-do list or a little habit tracker or whatever. And I really like that. It works for me. I like the size of these boxes. And I believe the boxes are 8 by 8. That's the size box that I create for this layout. It's an 8 by 8 box. If you have a dot grid notebook, you can kind of, I'll get a little bit more technical in a future voiceover. This is the first voiceover I've done in a hot minute, so bear with me. But I believe my boxes are 8 by 8, and that is just enough for writing my work schedule for the day and like another little like activity. That was one thing that became kind of overwhelming to me in the 7 by 9 was having all of those columns for functional planning. As much as I love and adore memory planning, and we'll get into that because that's why I decided to get into decorative journaling. That is my memory planner. I have a video talking about it. I actually uploaded it, I want to say a week and a half ago, where it talks about like what journals and planners I'm using for this year and why I'm using them. But anyways, back to the point. In the 7 by 9, I felt very overwhelmed to plan in it functionally, because as much as I love decorative memory planning, I needed a way to keep myself organized and on track with things that I needed to do for the week. And I wasn't doing that in a 7 by 9. I was not taking my planner with me. I was not writing things down. I couldn't. So I downsized and I love it. I also, in this style and this year, I've gotten back into using my characters. Um, I found that I was like, first of all, you guys know I love my icons. I love my White Deer stationery icons. I love my Cross by Towie, and I love my JKCREATESCO. But I have an entire binder in the spirit of using what I have. I have an entire binder of character stickers, adorable character stickers, Coffee Monsters Co., Once More with Love, and also these little characters that I'm using in this weekly Plan With Me are little, I believe they're called beans, and they're characters and little emojis and whatnots that my mom found and that she has printed out for me. And I found that I just love using character stickers in my weekly planner. I love pulling in the little road trip guy, the little on Sunday there. I have like a sticker Sunday because I don't know if I've talked about this, but I do what is called Sticker Sunday with my mom and my sister-in-law. We get on a video call and we plan out our weeks, and it's a lot of fun. And I love using character stickers. And I'm sorry, if you guys have a bunch of questions about this spread, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I kind of just felt like catching up in this video. I'll get into a little bit more detail in next week's Plan With Me, but this one I was just like, you know what? I feel like being chatty. I feel like going into a little bit of detail about my life and stuff because it's been a while. But yeah, it's very simple. My layout is the days of the week are 8x8. I do a habit tracker on the, I guess we'll call it the dashboard side. That's where I put like my to-do list and whatnot. And I'll go into a deeper video of how I utilize my weekly planner. Maybe I'll do a talk through. I'm not entirely sure. You can see here I'm filling out my habit tracker. I finally found the habits that I want to stick to throughout the week. That's actually like working for me, but I can't remember in what order that I put them in. So you see me, I'm flipping like back and forth, but this video is like speeding by. I promise I'll get a little bit more detailed and less choppy in the next one. And I will break down how I'm actually using this layout functionally. I just wanted to get on here and chit chat with you guys and upload this plan with me and talk a little bit about how I'm using my stickers this year. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this spread. I'm really enjoying utilizing what I have. I'm not gonna lie, there have been times that I have been tempted with some of the beautiful releases that have been coming out, but I'm actually liking this challenge for me of doing a no spend. So yeah, this is the finished spread, basically. I'm just going in and highlighting what week that we're in, doing a couple little odds and ends, filling in like my work schedule and a little note on this section, but that pretty much is it. Like I said, I'm really sorry for how choppy this is. I will be more detailed about how I'm utilizing these spreads in next week's video. I don't have a set like upload schedule. Obviously, I plan my weeks every week, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.